Okay, let's do it. Happy Thursday, everyone. Thankfulness Thursday. So today's gratitude theme is time. And what I mean by that is, here's an idea. So sometimes the most important productive thing you can do is to relax and trust time. So this morning in our staff meeting, there were a few patients when we were doing our version of grand rounds and just reviewing what was going on for them. There's this palpable sense that time was helping them. So their ability to just kind of hang in there and kind of stay with the process of healing, of doing ketamine, whatever it might be, that was really helpful for them. And again, that's a really hard idea or concept to transmit to anyone, right? When we're in the throes of something really intense, it's really hard to listen to someone who just says, yeah, just give it some time, right? You kind of want to slap them and say, screw you, like you don't understand what's going on. But the truth is, yeah, there's this thing about time. And to complicate things even further, time in many ways is this construct of the mind. There, um, objectively speaking, there is no such thing as time, right? It's always the present moment. It's always now. So whatever we subjectively experience as memories of the past or ideas of the future, that's the stuff that's happening in our brain. And it's useful, but it can also be a source of suffering and stress. And anyway, so today's gratitude practice is gratitude for time. So let's see where this goes and see if it lands. So close your eyes. Just taking a few moments, noticing the reference to the concept of time. So just settle, just be. Noticing breath coming and going in the body, noticing the heart beating, noticing sounds coming and going. Maybe you can experience smells coming and going. But noticing how everything that we experience is happening right now. So even memories of the past, they're being remembered right now. Or ideas of the future, they're being thought of right now. So it's always now. Just feeling the feet, legs, pelvis, the spine. This is the body right now. And once we become aware of this idea of what time is, I guess the theme for today is to suggest that we can experience gratitude for it. Like things are always moving, they're always shifting. So the terrible thing that happened last week, well, that was last week. It's now. It's different. Maybe today is worse or more painful, but that too is something that will pass. And in a week from now, we'll look back at this moment and say, oh, yeah, that was then. So just appreciating this somewhat confusing thing called time. For the most part, it works in our favor. We want things to change. We want things to evolve, to move. We don't want things to be stuck and stagnant. So the most crude example I can give you is, you smash your thumb with a hammer accidentally. It hurts. On 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 12 minutes down the road, it's going to hurt less. It's just the way, it's just the nature of things. You get divorced, you go through all that pain. It hurts right now. But a year, two, certainly 5 years down the road, it's probably a whole lot less painful. The list goes on, right? Anything that feels painful, you add time to the mix and it lessens, it softens, becomes more manageable. So just appreciating that this thing called time that our mind creates, it's always happening and it's actually there to help us make sense of life, especially when it gets difficult. I don't know if this is a biblical verse because I'm not a biblical person, but this idea of this too shall pass. Of course, it cuts both ways, right? It cuts, you stub your toe and it really hurts. Oh, this too shall pass. Just give it a few minutes and it'll be different. But it also means when something really beautiful and wonderful and overwhelmingly positive happens, don't forget this too shall pass. It's not forever. So it just makes the present moment that much more poignant and valuable if we can actually be there for it. I guess that's the theme of today's gratitude practice is just appreciating whatever it is that's showing up and remembering that this is fleeting. It's not permanent. The fact that we get to experience it, be conscious of that it's happening. It's ultimately what our life consists of is lots of present moments strung together, just appreciating the ups and downs, is going sideways. This this too shall pass. Everything's transient. Everything's temporary, but it doesn't make it any less valuable. So just appreciating whatever's there in the moment is there for a reason. It's useful, and then it's gone. And the cool thing is the mind will inevitably replace whatever that last experience or last thought was. It'll replace it with something new. And then we get to hold that for a moment and just say, oh, okay, now this thought, now that memory, whatever it might be. And it too will pass and make space for the next thing to arrive. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow out breath through the mouth. Relaxing the neck, throat, shoulders, chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, relaxing the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the belly, the hands. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, come on back. Yeah, so I guess the core message of today is to notice how how life is constantly changing, and to actually appreciate it, because it's a good thing. We want things to keep moving and changing, and we don't want to get stuck. So sometimes that can be hard to do, but see if you can find it today. So hope that was helpful. Take care, everyone.